I'd like to welcome you here today and thank you for sharing this very special day with them. Sarah and David are touchy you've come from near and far to join in the celebration of their life together. Your presence is so important to them as they feel that each of you has contributed something meaningful to their lives. You are all their family, not only by relation but by choice, as our friends are the family we choose.
Thank you to everyone who traveled from near and far to be here, watching David grow from landing me in the principal office every single day to the most kind, romantic, loving man he has become. Witnessing him find love with Sarah, who loves, understands him so deeply beyond words can say. Sarah, from the first time we met, I knew you were David's other half. We're so happy to gain another daughter. A whole family, a wonderful family. Raise your glasses to having their beautiful start of a beautiful weekend, celebrating Sarah and David. Love forever. Thank you, guys. Cheers.
They say that sometimes love starts with a spark. And that might be true, but if I were to wish you a love, I wouldn't wish a fire for you. You see, fire is powerful. It burns bright, and then it's gone. It's beautiful and warm, but it doesn't last long. So instead of wishing you a love that burns, I wish you a love like a river twists and turns. It changes and flows. It is powerful and free, but it constantly finds its way back to the sea. And so, like the water, I hope your love is ever growing, ever changing. I hope your love is powerful and free, and may you always find each other like the river finds the sea.
You look amazing. We've made it.
Okay.
I love you so much. It's gonna be a fun day.
Okay.
Best day of our lives.
Fun now.
Yes, yeah, now it's fun's almost in the start.
Yeah.
We'll get through the vows,
Yeah.
and then it's just on the fun. I love you.
Love you. David, when we first met, neither of us knew exactly how our lives would change. But I think deep down we actually did. We may not have known we'd be inseparable from that moment on, that we would laugh as much as we do, or that we would end up finding the best pizza spot in San Francisco together. Shout out to Longbridge. I can't imagine what our future has in store, but I know it'll be amazing because we'll be doing it together. I hope you know how much you've changed my life for the better. I promise to be your teammate, your friend, and your support system through everything life brings us. And one day, I might even consider letting our future children choose whether they want to be Bay Area or Boston sports fans. But I can't promise I won't try to bribe them. I love you so much.
Sarah, from the moment I saw you at the hut, sitting at the bar, eating your mac and cheese, I knew my life was about to change forever. I truly believe that we were made for each other. The happiness that you have brought into my life could not be recreated by anyone else. And it's your kindness, your strength, and your beautiful heart that inspire me every single day. I promise to always make you laugh, to make you smile, to cherish you, to adore you, to make you feel special, compliment you, thank you, be there for you, and to always have your back, and to be the husband you deserve. I can't wait to build a lifetime of memories with you through every adventure, every slice of pizza, and everything in between. You are my girl, you are my angel. I love you more than you will ever know, and I promise to spend our entire lives being your biggest fan.
You may
Today's a really incredible honor for us for a lot of reasons. You guys did a great job, by the way. I was astounded at how good you did, so you really did a great job. It fills our heart with an emotion that is a mix of overwhelming pride. That's true. Nostalgia, that's true, 100%. And just an abundance of pure happiness in this moment in time. And Cindy and I, we couldn't be happier for you guys. Let me get serious and talk about Sarah for a minute because there's a lot to say about you. From the moment you've come into our lives, 32 years ago now, you've just been a beacon of sunshine for our family. Here we go. You filled our house with love, laughter. Over the years, Sarah, you've grown into an extraordinary young woman. You're kind, you're compassionate, you're intelligent, and your spirit truly shines every day, every single day. And what really makes, your mother and I happy, and we talk about this all the time, is the truly special relationship you have with Alex and Kyle. Watching you navigate your life and achieve your dreams and become the person you are today has been some of the most rewarding adventures of our lives. And we just couldn't be prouder of you. We just couldn't be. And then, of course, it seems like just yesterday, David came into our lives. And as some of you already know, Cindy really well, she believes in fate. And there's really no better proof of that than these two right here. Because who would have imagined you both graduated from Santa Clara and you never met each other? Lived in LA about the same time, never met, right? Lived really close to each other in San Francisco, really close. Never met there either. But then somehow at a Don Santa Clara alumni event, that's when you finally met? Oh my word. Now, as your mother explained to you, there was more for you to do, and you had to find your soulmate, and that's what's happened.
I was 6 years old when my parents brought David home. I remember feeling like I just got a new toy. Couldn't wait until he could talk and walk. I knew he was going to be my best friend for the rest of my life. Although I admit, I sometimes miss the times when he couldn't talk. He grew up to be special indeed. He is fiercely loyal and protective. They've been collecting these little rubber duckies with different signs and from different places. David and Sarah, they usually host a large group of us on their rooftop for Blue Angels weekend. People invited their friends and whatnot, and towards the end of the night, David noticed that his rubber duckies were missing. He was livid, not the ducks. He kicked off a full FBI-level investigation, which pretty much meant accusing anyone he didn't know super well of stealing the ducks. And it turned out somebody, who won't name names, moved his ducks to the cabinet thinking it'd be funny, but the ducks were safely recovered. I quickly realized it's not the ducks themselves that he cares about, but rather the memories with Sarah that those ducks represent. He was ready to fight for Sarah. He is loyal and he is protective.
One of my favorite things about Sarah is that she has seemingly remembered every moment of her entire life, and subsequently most of our lives as well. You know, these moments that Sarah has where she remembers these things, they're one of the best times we have as a family because they all end pretty much the same way, of Sarah laughing so hard she is crying while trying to get through a story. I want to take some time to talk about someone who's really important in Sarah's life, Bruin. For those of you who don't know, Bruin is Sarah's dog, and who am I kidding, everyone? But really, the last few years, Bruin he's actually had to share Sarah's love with someone else. He's Sarah's perfect match, and I've seen how happy they are together, and really from very early on in their relationship, I had a feeling that we would all be here on a night like this celebrating their love.
The first time I remember meeting David, well, the first few times was at my parents' house for a family dinner. I remember Sarah being so carefree, so happy. And I remember David as well, being so easygoing with my children, asking him very personal questions. Later on, I got to witness David in a different space. I got to see him with his family, David's family at Yvonne's house for their barbecues. I got to see Sarah now laugh and joke with David's family. And I remember seeing David being just so attentive to Sarah, to us. And then I've also gotten to spend time with just Sarah and David between the three of us in their house, in their neighborhood. Well, Sarah, obviously, but David, I've seen you with your friends. I've seen you one-on-one, you know? And your friends at least and your family are as welcoming and as friendly as you are. The warmth and love that I see that you two share for each other is a wonderful thing. And like everyone said here tonight, it extends to everyone around us. So I hope you're able to enjoy these small moments, because they go quick, but they are nice. With that said, I want to do one more toast. Let's raise our glasses to the new bride, or the new family. I love you both, to David and Sarah.